They got the 28 car going backwards.
Allison pulls up. Bobby Allison becomes a factor once again as he goes to fourth. Baker lies third. Laps running down. And there are 6 to go. 6 laps remaining. We're coming to you live from Talladega, Alabama. You are inside Bill Elliott's car as he begins to make his charge. Final moments of this race at 200 miles per hour. It's being decided. Terry Labonte out of Corpus Christi, Texas is now leading. Dale Earnhardt, former national champion, winner of this event a year ago, in the second position.
There's Earnhardt's wife, Teresa. She naturally is excited. She wants to see him win two in a row here at Talladega.
Buddy Baker in that third spot. No one has ever won it back-to-back. Only Waltrip has won it twice. 5 to go as they reach the line. Terry Labonte. They have prepped this car for a considerable amount of time, getting it set for this race. Again, it was one of the most important races for them this year. Took some extra time. Will it pay off? Meanwhile, that Richard Childress car, the number 3 for Dale Earnhardt, that Chevrolet lurks in second place.
I think he's sitting exactly where he wants to be right now, Ken. Of course, he's also got to take in consideration that Buddy Baker's sitting right there on his lap. I think Buddy's pretty well where he wants to be because he knows Earnhardt's going to make a move, and he figures he'll pick, when they get side by side, he'll pick the draft for both of them up, and he'll fill that position on the last lap and be able to draft fast. Where Earnhardt figures, well, those others back there are going to be racing with each other, that will slow them down. Here's Labonte's got to be thinking the same thing. So.
Here's Mike Joy. 4 laps to go.
Does Dale Earnhardt tell you he's in the spot where he wants to be?
Do what?
Is he in the spot he wants to be, does he say?
I don't know. We ain't talked lately. We just letting him drive. He's driving as hard as he can right now, I'm sure.
And they're counting the gas drop by drop. You guys may not make it.
Or we'll make it now. We got the gas made. It's just, it depends on no telling who may win a race right now. It's going to be an interesting finish.
Crew's done their job. It's all up to the driver.
Earnhardt looks low. Goes down to the bottom. Actually, he stayed stable in 44, pulled up a little. Now here they are out of 4. What about Allison, Benny Parsons? Is he where he wants to be?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think he's quite up as far as he'd like to be. Buddy Baker's spot, third spot, I think anybody would take that spot or Dale Earnhardt's. But any other spot than that, I don't think that's where they want to be. Do you, Ned?
Other than maybe Labonte, because he's got to know that Baker is going to make a move on Earnhardt, which might slow both of them down a little bit. So the front position might not be a bad position to be in. Other than those positions, I don't know.
Cale is 5th. Back straight away.
Bouchard has dropped off the pace. Ronnie Bouchard has dropped off the pace after a tremendous run today, Ken.
Waltrip is 6th. Blake Speed is in 7th. Harry Gant is in 8th. Ellis is in 9th. Bill Elliott back to 10th. Getting down to the finish. Show and tell time at the Alabama International Motor Speedway.
That would be just a fraction over 5 miles to go.
2 laps to go. Joining us for the Greater Hartford, there's 2 laps remaining here in Talladega, Alabama. Dale Inman, crew chief for Terry Labonte. Watching that slim lead, knowing that Earnhardt is getting ready to shoot his shot. And here comes the field closing. A record number of cars clustered together, ready to fight it out at 200 miles an hour. And Harry Gant on the inside, the Bandit in the Haldane Burt Reynolds car, number 33, begins to make his move low on the track. He pulls alongside. He's fighting with Buddy Baker now, trying for 3rd.
Now that's one of the better things that can happen to those front 2 cars. Tommy Ellis trying to come up on the inside. They were on the radio trying to get Terry Labonte to get out of the lead, but with all that jockeying going on behind him, he still might be in the best place as they come around for the white flag.
1 lap to go. As this tremendous group of cars thunders into turn number 1. Terry Labonte in front. Earnhardt is there in 2nd. Then in 3rd, it's Buddy Baker on the outside. Bobby Allison is in 4th. Harry Gant is on the inside in 5th. At 200 miles an hour, all of these cars contesting for the lead. Earnhardt closes ground. He's going to try the high side. Earnhardt going to turn 3 at 200 miles an hour. Winds it up. Fires it in there. And it's Earnhardt going in front. Baker to 2nd. Labonte back to 3rd. It is still Allison in 4th. And now on the inside, Terry Labonte begins to move. Labonte back to 2nd as they switch positions and shuffle down out of the turn. Dale
Great for Earnhardt. They're racing for 2nd back there. Opens the door for Earnhardt.
As they come out of the tri-oval, headed for the line. The question will be who will be second. The checkered flag belongs today to the Richard Childress crew. Dale Earnhardt has done it again. The first man to ever win it 2 years in a row. Dale Earnhardt's crowd on pit road ecstatic as they've just done it. The first team to ever win the Talladega 500 2 solid straight times. A brilliant maneuver by Earnhardt in the last moments of the race.
It was a very brilliant move. Now, he drove Bud Moore's car to victory here a year ago, same sponsor, but Earnhardt has won in 2 different make cars. It was a Ford last year, a Chevrolet here this year.
Let's take a look again as well, Ned, for second place as they come to the line. Here's Earnhardt, and as they began to struggle for second, it gave just a bit of an advantage to Dale Earnhardt, who had made his move on the outside going to turn number 3, broken away from the draft, and took himself to first place. And in for second place, hello.
He looked like Labonte. Labonte maybe just by a few inches.
So that's the story of the 1984 Talladega 500. This man, Dale Earnhardt, is successful and the first man to ever win it 2 years back-to-back. For Ned Jarrett, Chris Economaki, and Mike Joy, this is Ken Squire saying so long from the Alabama International Motor Speedway.